Hi, crew, and on this week's Hot Chocolate Chronicles, we're going to have some exciting stuff happening, and I'm going to let you in on a little secret. It has to do why you're seeing the same shirt in my Squirreltopia videos, my Gamer Life, and now my Hot Chocolate Chronicles. And shh, it's a secret. So I'm going to share it later on. But I got some channel news, and today we're going to be talking about dun 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 dun. That's right, Link Amiibo. So I'm super pumped about this episode for several reasons. Because this probably is the most meaningful Amiibo to me. Because me and Link are like this, man. You know, and next week also is going to be very special. Actually, all of them have been very special to me, but I would say, you know, by and large, Link is probably my favorite out of all of these. Marth being a close second. If I can get my hand on a NES Amiibo, and I'm not saying please don't buy a NES Amiibo because it's like super expensive, but he is also one that I'm looking forward to. But again, if I'm looking for trophyism for Earthbound, I already have a physical copy of the game, so blah blah blah. But anyways, let's get to the break and take a drink. So join me with your hot chocolate or hot beverage of choice. And again, this is the show where we talk about life, the universe, and everything else. And one edit, no editing, one take. So let's do this. Locked on target. Ah, man. Even when it's now warmer out, it still tastes really good. And sorry, I just got one of my hairs kind of on the lip of it, and I was just trying to get that out of my mouth so it's not tickling me when I'm talking to you guys for the rest of the time. Oh, so let's get into the channel news before we get into the other stuff. So, the channel has reached 35 subs, and I, like, how? You know, like, what? Like, after I made the Guild Wars vid, like, my channel started getting more and more subs, and it's like, bam, like, I don't know where it came from, you know, like, people I've never met. I mean, they're not a part of the RPG community. They're not a part of the gamer life community. These are just, well, I'll take that back. Wave Plays is actually a part of the RPG club that's subbed to my channel. But you know what I mean? Like, I don't know these. Like, they're just random people, and that's really cool that people are starting to find my channel and like sub because they care. If that makes sense, and that's pretty cool to me. So let's also look at the other thing. Over 1,500 views. So I think I'm well on the way to get to my goal of 50 subs by 2,500 views. And I think that's kind of a unique goal because most people are like, I just want to hit 2,500 views or 50 subs. I want to turn a certain amount of viewers into subscribers, so that's more my goal. I know eventually I'm going to keep on growing my channel, and eventually it will be large, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not looking to say, like, oh, guys, we hit 100, you know what I mean? I'm looking to, well, I want to, by the time that I have this many videos up, I want to have this many subscribers, you know what I mean? That's more of the goals I want to set. Because those are kind of meaningful and they have an end. You know, like, if I don't meet it, then I can set another one, but it's still something for me to shoot for. So, before we move on to Link, I'll let you in on the secret. It's my anniversary this week with my wife. So we will be out celebrating our 4th anniversary. And thus, that's the reason why I haven't been commenting or watching your guys' videos, because I usually try to keep up with that and whatnot. The reason why I'm not commenting back is because I'm at a bed and breakfast, and I'm spending quality time with my wife. And, no offense to you guys, but anniversary time's between me and my wife. So, that's kind of a special time. I still had videos up for you guys, the on scheduled releases. But as far as commenting back, I'll get there when I'm back on Sunday. Well, I'll be back on Saturday night, but I'll probably be too tired to really do YouTube stuff. Uh, I'll probably start replying on sometime on Sunday. But yeah, that's super exciting to me, and of course, I look forward to this, and I'm looking forward to it because again, I'm recording this on Wednesday. This goes live on Saturday. I'll be gone Friday, and I'll have experienced all that there is to experience uh, by Saturday. So by the time you see this, I will have fulfilled all of the anniversary plans and whatnot. It's just I just want to let you guys know, but I don't want to like say, hey guys, my house is open. You know what I mean? Uh, so until after the fact. So again, thank you so much for tuning in, and let's get into our main attraction. So this green alpha boy um, holds a special place in my heart. So Super Mario 64 really, kind of awakened. Oh my gosh, look what I can do. I can mess up triple jumps. And man, 3D platforming is a pain. I love Super Mario 64, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't really like the majestic game that everyone made it out to be. I mean, I did the Yoshi Easter egg. I 100% of the game. Still one of my favorite games of all time. But as far as the definitive experience that changed my gaming life forever, and I mean forever, Ocarina of Time. I shouldn't have to say more than that, but oh my word, it transformed the way I look at games. So before then, I'd only played RPGs and kind of these adventure games, more so on like when I was over people's houses and whatnot. But I got Ocarina of Time, and I felt attached to a character for the first time. I realized that games weren't just this arcade thing. You know what I mean? Like, the games always had such simplistic stories. Save the princess, go defeat King K. Rool, and, beat King Dedede. Like, these simple stories. But then, you get to the point where you get to Hyrule Castle, and you see Zelda fleeing on horseback with Impa holding her, and you see this look of terror and fear in her eyes, and you're like, whoa, this just got real. And that's when storytelling in games took off for me. I actually felt that game. You know what I mean? Like, that was the first game where I actually felt passion about the character and the story. Okay? And that's key to me. For many people, that was like the Final Fantasies, okay? I didn't have any of the Final Fantasies growing up. I started Final Fantasy at like Final Fantasy 9. That was, I think, the first Final Fantasy I played. I think I played 4 over my cousin's house, but I only got to see him like once every 3 years. Like, and I didn't play any story things. I remember the battle system, but I didn't get to feel my stories. I didn't get that until I played this guy. And that will always Zelda, the Zelda franchise just is always about exploration. It's always about finding hidden things. It's always about this epic taking this nobody from nowhere. That's who Link is. This nobody, turning him into the hero of time as he journeys and finds out things. And I just love this about Wind Waker. You know how specifically, I'll just dive in the Wind Waker here. Wind Waker kind of threw me. I didn't like it at first when I first played it, but as I've gotten older, man, I love that game. Like, just going out and sailing on the ocean is just one of the most enjoyable things that I do in games now. I love the sea, from on my Patmos shirt, you can tell I love the water. I love going out sailing. I love just spending time on the water. So it's Wind Waker was magical to me. But one of the key things there is how there was a legend passed down, and the hero's garb. And Link didn't have the hero's garb. You didn't have the green tunic when you started out. And it was the hero's tale of old that, this is the clothes that heroes wore. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's so meta. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, wow, that's so cool. Does that mean when I cosplay Link, I take on the persona of the heroes of the time? I can't really do Link. You know what I mean? Like, but I just don't have the body type for Link. I could do a Goron, but with a lot of makeup, I could probably do a good Goron. By, but not so much on the Link front. Speaking of which Zelda character would you want to cosplay if you could? That's my question for the community. What is your favorite Zelda character? And what's amazing to me is even though I say like, ooh, this is storytelling and whatnot, I empathized with Milan and I empathized with Rudo, and man, did Link get the girls. I mean, my gosh. I don't know why he just limits himself to Zelda, because, I mean, Milan, I would actually debate that Milan is a better fit for him than Zelda is, because, or even Saria. I mean, Saria, so many, like, relationship things that could happen there, and you're like, oh man, but they're childhood friends, but you're the sage of the forest, and that's just weird now. Oh well, it is what it is. But poor Milan, I don't think she ever got sage of anything. She just got the ranch, whatevs, and then she got her name changed in Majora's Mask. But yeah, storytelling, that's what Zelda is all about to me, is just the sense of adventure and storytelling that games can encapsulate. That I can actually feel like I'm on the adventure right beside people, and that the stakes in games are, don't want to say real, but are meaningful. You know what I mean? Xenoblade Chronicles does a great job of this too, and I don't want to spoil anything in Xenoblade Chronicles, but if you guys have never seen Xenoblade Chronicles, I'm going to do a Let's Play of it eventually. My friend BC over at Alloy 7 has done a full playthrough of it, so you go and check that out. That game just hits me like here too, but I'll get into that some other time. But Zelda, specifically Link, the Zelda franchise encapsulates exploration to me. So next week we're going to have a little bit different take on the Zelda franchise, and this is a preview. I'll be doing Zelda because you can't have Link without Zelda, but I wanted to give her her own, and I have a very unique perspective to bring on this of what this Zelda Amiibo means to me. So I hope you guys tune in next week. But that's basically what it is. My Amiibos mean a lot to me. And next week is Zelda, and then I have one more Amiibo after that, which is Marth. So that will end that series of discussions. So, what characters kind of mean something to you? What worlds have you really gotten lost in? What games have you decided that, are bigger than what you wanted to spend time in the world and just get lost in them, like Skyrim or anything like that? So again, thank you for tuning in, and, let's share another drink. All right. So until we meet again, stay on target.